Hello lords and ladies of YouTube, and welcome back to Nightly Gaming's Nightly Gaming, and today we are playing The Darkest Dungeon. We are diving into the depths of the deep, deep, dark world and fighting big old baddies. So I have played this game a little tiny bit in my own account just to kind of see what it was about, the Forgotten Knights. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new one for this play for all of you guys. So I will kind of have a slight idea of what I'm doing, but I'm not by any means a super pro player or anything like that. This game just recently came out of early access. Let's see, what should we call ourselves? We'll just call ourselves Knights of Gaming. There we go. Aha! Super clever. Super clever. Okay. So what this game is it's a turn-based kind of a dungeon crawler type thing. You are assembling teams, sending them into the dungeon, and trying to have them not die.
Along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Ooh, redemption's always fun. I enjoy redemption. So, the Hamlet is our, like, kind of our base, our little city, our town, whatever. At first there's not going to be a whole lot unlocked, but then there will be things unlocked. I wanted to pause and let you guys listen to the story there. It's not super long or super complex or anything. It's more or less, your family used to live here, they dove into the dungeons, they unleashed evil, and then they died. Okay, so we start with two people in the dungeon. So there's rooms, and you go between the rooms through paths. You have to select them on the map here, but first things first, I want to change the names. So, my Crusader shall be known simply as Knight. Well, you know, we'll call him Nightly. That'll be me. There we go. And then let's change this color around. I don't have a green color. Let's go with blue, I guess. Okay, and then let's change this one's name to what do we want to name this guy? Let's see. Let's go with naming him Svenrai. Shout out to Svenrai there. Check out his channel, great videos. If you guys are interested in Warframe, he does a lot of Warframe too. And, you know, he likes to, his little profile's got quite a bit of green on it, so we'll go with the green. Alright. And away we go. Oh, I need to select the room. Ha! Alright. So then you walk down these corridors, and as things happen in the corridor, so random battles will occur. And battles can very quickly become very bad. So I'm going to slash him there, hopefully get a bleed effect, which is like a damage over time thing. And then he's going to hit me, but I'm going to dodge. You'll see this kind of second bar underneath my characters. What that is stress. The longer they're in a dungeon or when they take damage or things like that, they'll actually build up stress. And stress can actually lead to some really bad things. There's also, besides battles, there's also interactive objects you can bump into. So, see, like that one was a tent, they left some gold, we got the gold, so that's good. And then when you go into rooms, there's sometimes nothing, there's sometimes just treasure, but most of the time what you'll find is either nothing or a battle with some treasure. So, alright, let's see. Yeah, let's do the double hit. Actually, I probably should have put the bleed on the front guy. That probably would have been the better idea. Oh well. Let's stun him. So the different abilities have different effects that you have to pay attention to. It's actually, it can become very, very hard to strategize sometimes. So I can also, the positioning of party members who move. So see how I can't use some of my abilities now because he got pushed up to the front? I can always move, which I'm going to do now since that guy's still stunned. So there, now he's out of the stun. But now I will go ahead and do the grape shot again. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to just do a regular shot on this guy. Get some more damage down on him. But, you know, these battles are going to be the primary part of what you're going to be doing in this game. For the most part, it's just walk through dungeons, fight bad guys, all that kind of stuff. But I know that sounds like it get really repetitive, but it's actually really engaging because as you progress, characters, you know, you get attached to them, and permanent is the thing. So you don't want to send like one of your super high level characters that's been with you the whole time, and then have them, you know, die on you in the middle of a dungeon. Also, when you kill a bad guy, depending on how you kill them, they'll leave a corpse. So corpses will actually make it to where, like, if this corpse was in front of this guy, he wouldn't move forward in the line. And their positioning matters too. Not only does their positioning matter for me on who I can hit, but it matters because of whether or not I can actually continuously hit them with my other abilities. So let's see. Let's go ahead and just slash him, and we got a crit. Cool.
Perhaps the turning point.
So then we get a bunch of treasure. We get busts and crests and basically family heirloom type stuff are all used for upgrading things in the town, the tavern, things like that, which won't be unlocked quite yet. And then you also get gold, which you can use to buy things. So completed a quest. I could either just go straight to the Hamlet right now, but what I want to do instead is unlock this chest, and it's trapped, which gives my guy a damage over time effect, but that's fine because I'm leaving anyway, so it doesn't actually affect me. Alright, so I got some extra gold for beating the quest. I got some heirlooms, and we'll go over to the Hamlet. Also, each character gets personality traits over time, which is a lot of fun. So, okay, so Svenrai is now manic for money. Man, that greedy son of a bitch. No, so that will make it to where, you know, sometimes when I loot things, he's going to try to steal all my money, which is rather unfortunate, actually. And then Knightley got +5 accuracy for range skills, which he doesn't really have very much of, so that's kind of useless on him. Not really that helpful overall, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about an overall positive trait.
Home,
so then,
as it is.
So
This
here,
squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands.
yes, okay, thank you,
They're
narrator.
yours now, and you are bound to
Okay,
them.
so here's the town. So I have a few things unlocked. We have Graveyard, which we can go check out to
Most
see
will end up
where our
here,
heroes die.
covered in the
We
poisoned
can check
earth,
that out.
awaiting merciful
Ancestors'
oblivion.
memoirs. I can see little all the cutscenes and things
In
like that.
time, you will know the tragic extent
Stagecoach
of
is
my
where I can
failings.
recruit new heroes. So let's see. We got a Plague Doctor,
Women and men,
and we got
soldiers and
a
outlaws,
Vestal.
fools and corpses.
And then,
All will
see, you
find
can
their way
upgrade
to
things
us now
here.
that the road is
So,
clear.
like, I can upgrade my hero barracks so I can carry more people. I can increase the Stagecoach network
is
so more
traveling.
people show up.
Ambition
um,
is stirring in distant
So that's
cities.
good.
We can use this.
But normally, like, so the tavern and the abbey are used to reduce stress on people. The sanitarium is used to cure diseases or bad traits. But you can actually go in and, like, look. So Knightley is God-fearing and a kleptomaniac, which means he's going to try to steal all my stuff when I loot things. God-fearing means that there's only one way he'll relieve stress, which narrows it down, but isn't the end of the world. Warrior of Light is I get extra damage if torch is above 75. So the torch is an item you can use while in the dungeons that keeps rooms lit up and kind of helps with scouting and things like that. And it will also reduce stress that people gain over time. Natural Eye is +5 accuracy to range skills, which is useless to me. But okay, let's go ahead and change the names of these guys. So -5% virtue chance and +4 speed on first round and +5 dodge on first round. So that's actually not too bad. What do we want to call this guy? We'll call this guy Jim the Doc. Jim the Doc. No, that's a dumb name. We'll call him... We'll just call him Bird. Yeah, he's just Bird. Bird is the word. Okay, what do we want to change this color to? I kind of like that one. So this guy's got a bunch of like range skills and things like that. So see how at the top here they show you the preferred positioning of the target. So like this guy likes to be in the back more, whereas Knightley is going to be like more towards the front. So that's kind of how you can tell. Let's see. What do we want to name you? We're gonna call you Eliana after my girlfriend's username. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. That looks good enough. And then we are going to just hop right back into a dungeon because there's not really anything else to do out here. So there's one quest right now. So then you have to set up your roster in the proper order. So Eliana is a healer. So I want her in the real far back. And then Bird is kind of third place back. Svenrai is kind of second. And then Knightley's up in the front, ready to fight. So here... you can buy items to take with you into the dungeon, and different ones will do different things. So like anti-venom will cure blights, poisons, and toxins. Holy water, you can give buffs to your guys, but you can also use items to interact with objects. So like if I encounter a wall or something, if I don't have a shovel, my people have to punch through it, which ends up hurting them. So I'm going to take a shovel with me. I'm going to take one key with me. I want to take quite a few torches with me, because that always ends up being a problem. And I want to take at least like 4 food or so with me. You normally I take a little bit more, but since this is the early dungeons, you don't really need to. And I guess I'll take 1 bandage just in case. And then we'll head out. So we're hopping in. So what's interesting is every time you enter the dungeons, they're different. There's 4 worlds plus the darkest dungeon, which basically changes the backgrounds and the enemies that appear. But the actual dungeon layouts change every single time. So that's always interesting. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start walking through here. You can see, so this up here is the torch. So right now it's really high. It's 94 out of 100. It's plus 2 chance of scouting, plus 2 chance of surprising monsters, which guarantees me to go first. And I can put out the torch if I wanted to, because sometimes you'll get characters who are sensitive to the light or are stronger in the dark. So look, so there's an item. I salvaged an unburnt torch, which is actually really nice, because torches are kind of probably out of everything what you go through the most. Alright, so we're here against 2 skeletons, so they're unholy types. Let's see. So he can heal people, a very, very small heal, and then prevent and cure damage over time effects. So see how he's in the right position to attack, but he can't actually attack the front 2 lines for the most part. So instead, what I'm going to do is increase the damage and speed of Knightley, because Knightley has an ability called Smite. Smite is strong against Unholy, because, you know, Unholy. Also, since they're Unholy, the bleed effect on Open Vein is kind of useless to me, so I don't really want to use it. So I'm going to use Grape Shot instead, although I could also use Tracking Shot, but it's not really worth it in a battle against just 2 pretty weak guys. That's more of a thing that you want to target people later on to do quite a bit of damage. Let's see. Let's do Judgment and wipe out. I could guaranteed wipe out this guy, or I could probably wipe out this guy. We're going to guaranteed wipe out that guy because Knightley is going to be able to guarantee kill that guy. So Smite, extra damage against Unholy, 14 damage. Like a boss. Like a boss. So then we can open the chest. Yeah, no, there's no point using my key on this one. Because there's not really anything there. So there, I got a shovel out of that. So that means I don't need my other shovel. Let's see here. So my quest currently is up in the top left. Explore 90% of rooms. So that's what my goal here is. So we'll just keep walking. So here's one of those walls, like I said, so I can either basically bash it with my hands or clear it with the shovel. I'm going to clear it with the shovel. So here, if I click on the map, since it scouted the room, you can actually see, so right in front of me is going to become a battle. So what a good idea would be is to light my torches up to the high point where I will more likely surprise them. That way I get to go first, but it didn't surprise them, but I still get to go first, so that's fine. So let's go ahead and try to stun this guy, because this guy is really irritating. What he does is, he doesn't do a ton of damage, but what he'll do is bump up the stress of my guys a ton. So that sucks. Okay, so I can't hit him. So let's go ahead and do this and just do damage to all three of them. So they see that past their turn, they used up the stun. Yeah, there's no really reason to heal anyone right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just guaranteed kill that guy.
As the enemy crumbles.
So see, there's the corpse there, so it still keeps him in the third position. Let's see. So let's go ahead and smite this guy.
As the fiend falls, a faint
and
blossoms.
When it gets that white aura, that's actually them reducing stress, which is a nice thing. You can actually reduce stress while in the dungeon itself. Okay, good. There's the stun again. And we're just gonna go ahead and pistol shot, get as much damage as we can off on it. Okay, that doesn't really help me because I can't get to her, so I'm gonna kill one of the corpses to make her move forward, so now I can hit her with other spells, but she's probably gonna die off the judgment unless I miss. So she's no longer stunned. Let's see, let's go ahead and do a slight heal to him, I guess, because I don't really have anything else. I mean, I could buff up damage and stuff, but meh, not really worth it. And then we'll just kill her with Nightly. And bada boom, bada bing. Oh, we got another key. That could be helpful. Alright, into the room we go. So, see, there's nothing in this room. So, it's scouted, so now I can either go to a room with treasure or a room with a curio, which is like an item. I think I'm going to go with the treasure for now, because I need to try to build up some treasure early on, because curing stress costs a lot of money. And Svenrai has to go for the treasure. Got me a key. So I guess maybe he doesn't take my money, he's just obsessed with opening things that could potentially have money. So as long as he doesn't take it, that's good. So see, this big chest here, that's one of the ones I'm going to want to use the coin on. So see, I surprise them, which is good for me. Yeah, let's go for the stun on this one. Oh, it resisted the stun. That's not good. Do I want to do... Let's do the damage over time, the bleed on this. Oh, the skeleton dude's not is resistant to bleed. Dang it, what am I doing? That was dumb. I'm a big old dumb. But it's okay, I can kill him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and stun him. And then she's going to get to cause a bunch of stress on Nightly, except for he's dodging like a champ. Yeah. Alright, let's do the bleed on this guy. Because he's a human. A human can bleed. Humans bleed all the time. Trying to stress out Bird. Okay, so now he's going to attack and he put a bleed onto him. So I'm going to cure the bleed. That way I don't get that damage over time. Plus it's a slight heal, which is okay. And then let's go ahead and... You know, let's go ahead and stun this person back here. Plus it'll bump up my torch a little tiny bit. Didn't successfully stun them, which is a little unfortunate. And then let's just kill this one with smite. Okay. So then let's see if I can stun this one. This person seems... What is their stun resistance? Their stun resistance is only 25. I don't know how they blocked all those previous stuns. But they managed to, so... Good on them, I guess. Ooh, nice crit. They're almost dead. So then, Judgment. Rain Judgment down on their heads. So I actually, this has so far been going pretty well. Ooh, I got a rare lock already. It's only on Abominations. So Abominations are interesting characters because what happens with them So I just used the item there, by the way. So what happens with abominations are they're potentially like really strong dudes, but they also have, you know, I want to go back and then go through there because I have enough torches, so I don't really have to worry about it. But what ends up happening with abominations is they're really strong guys, but they really stress out everyone in your party, because what happens with them is they're basically kind of like werewolves in a sense, where they can transform into these hideous monsters that do a ton of damage. Oh, my torch is getting kind of low. Let's bump it up. And then go ahead and open that. Let's see. So got some holy water and some gold. That's good. And away we go. So see, that fountain is going to give a boost to someone when I use the holy water. Okay, let's see. So let's stun that one. Make sure he can't shoot all my guys. So bleed effect is going to be useless on all of them. So let's go ahead and just bash them all. Let's see. Let's rain judgment on the back line here. Didn't quite kill it, but Knightly's going to be able to wipe out this front line. So I'm not too worried about the front line, because Knightly can attack the first two places. He just can't get into the back line. Alright, so let's cause a little bit of damage there. Killed the back line, and then let's go ahead and stun you. Oh wait, you're too far forward. I can't stun you. Okay, fine, then let's do a slight heal on himself, I guess. Ooh, and a crit heal for +2. Do I just kill it, or do I... No, you know, I want to use this time to heal, just in case I encounter a big fight later. Except for he ends up getting more damage. I should have just killed him. I was hoping that he wouldn't get to go next, but clearly he did.
Success
So
clearly
that's a little unfortunate.
Or is it
But we'll buff up Knightly with... So we're going to take the Holy Water, put that in there, and I got a Divine Benefit, which is just heal for 12. Okay, well, that's actually one of the less useful Divine Benefits. Alright, so here we're going, but watch, there's going to be a trap up ahead. Let's go ahead and bump up the torches, though. So there's going to be a trap just ahead. So see, there's that. So since I scouted the area, I can see the trap beforehand, and I can actually disarm it. Which Sven right here is going to be a class that's actually pretty good at disarming. So we'll use him. And we get to go into the next room, which there shouldn't be anything in here. Let's bump up the light with some torches. And then we'll go out into here. And Knightly's trying to steal all my stuff again. He stole my food and he stole a bunch of treasure. Gosh dang it, Knightly. Useless. Stealing all my stuff. Oh, and now my party's really hungry, so they need food, so I'm going to give them food, which is going to heal them a little bit. But it also prevents them from getting stressed out and everything when those events occur. And there's the quest complete. But you know what? My guys are doing well enough that I am actually going to go ahead and push farther down into the last room. So I can't see... I haven't scouted the area, so I don't know what's coming. Okay. This isn't too bad. So I have another shovel, since I found one in that treasure chest. Let's use up most of my torches. And a big fight with cool treasure, and I have another key, so that's good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stun this guy here, because... Oh, it actually stuns both of them. I forgot that it's actually a connected move. So none of you guys are going to bleed, so we'll just shoot up to the front three. I think that's probably the best option. Let's go ahead and rain some judgment down on, I guess, on this one, because I really don't want that one. Yes! I got enough to actually kill it. That's really good, because that's one of those ones that stresses out my guys, and I don't want to have to deal with de-stressing my guys, because that gets expensive really quickly. I mean, when you're early on like this, there's not a whole lot of stress, but when it starts to build up, you can get it up high enough that it will actually like seriously start to suck. Because what'll happen is if they get up to 100%, then they develop a new bad habit, usually. Not always, but usually. Let's see. So let's go ahead and put light on that. No, let's do just the blinding. So to stun it again. See, once you stun them, they get extra stun resist. So I should have kind of seen that one coming, but no. What was it saying? Oh, also, if they get up to 200% stress, they will actually be able to, what'll happen is they get a heart attack, which will put them immediately at 0 HP, and what happens at 0 HP is they're at death's door, which makes them really, really stressed, but it also will make it to where they can start dying. They don't actually die just from losing HP. They die from getting attacked while at death's door, and then they have a chance of dying and a chance of living. It's a lot of dice roll type of a thing. Alright, so cool. We got a bunch of extra stuff from that. So then now we can head back to the Hamlet. So then, see, I got all this cool treasure. Got a move stone. Plus 20% move skill chance. Minus 1 speed. And I got a bunch of heirloom stuff. So, and a bunch of treasures, so that's good. Okay. And so then they all bumped up in some levels and things like that. So let's go back out here to the Hamlet, where we have,
caused this great foulness,
which now all of them are getting negative quirks. That if I don't get rid of the negative quirks before too long, then what ends up happening is they get really bad really quickly, to where they become really expensive to get rid of later. But oh well. So then I've unlocked the tavern.
Kegs, cards, and
so I can put someone in here. So like I can put Bird, put him into the bar to reduce some of that stress. So cool. So he's healing. Let's go to the stagecoach, pick up some new people.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose.
And
a zealous warrior.
Out. Then here's the Abbey, so I could put someone in here. So I could put like Eliana in here. So this guy's like a random, city goer who always likes to take up a spot. Let's see. Backtracker, no stress penalty when walking backwards. Interesting. But no, so we'll put her, into the, prayer chamber type thing, where she can pray to reduce stress. But then everyone else is just kind of ready to go. But that's where I'm going to stop the episode for today. I'm going to make this a running series, probably do this every Thursday. Before I end it, though, I want to tell you that I'm not going to be doing Kickstarter Roundup on Saturday. I'm going to do it tomorrow on Friday this week, because I'm going to SoCal Gaming Expo Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to try to get some video of that for you guys and post it on here, hopefully on Monday. And then continue the regular week from there and go back to regular schedule. But this is, I'm going to do probably every Thursday. I'm also going to try to stream this game more consistently than I've been doing with streams. So I'll leave a link to my Twitch down below, and then you guys can follow me on there if you guys want to see when I'm online doing streams of this game. I'm also going to make a separate account for the stream on this one, so don't worry, you're not going to miss out on this Let's Plays character progression if you don't watch the stream. They're going to be 2 separate accounts. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed the game, let me know down in the comment section down below. If you guys want me to, maybe skip some of the more boring aspects of the game or something like that, let me know. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see all my previous videos, you can always check out my channel for my previous videos. And if you want to see more of my videos, you can always click that nice red subscribe button. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.